Well, folks, we're back with you here on YouTube, Evil Pandora. We're on Horizon 4. As soon as we get through this initial startup of the game, I'll let you know what we're doing. Let's check out what the restriction is on this cold commute seasonal event. Horizon Special Daily Drivers in the A class. Okay, and since the trial icon is right here, let's see what the restriction is on that. Horizon Special Evo versus Impreza. It sounds like a Mitsubishi versus Subaru type thing. So we're going to be doing one of those in this video. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but first on tap is let's take a look at the
Welcome back, Victor.
oh, thank you very much. I don't know why they're saying Victor. It's evil, damn it. Evil! Alright. So what we're going to be doing is hopping in the new to the game 92 Toyota Celica and seeing what kind of upgrades it's got. See if we can put a tune on it. And we're also going to be jumping in the Mitsubishi Starion and covering the same upgrades and tuning on that one. See what we come up. And so there it is. Celica GT4RC ST185. Oh, that's a mouthful there, isn't it? Alright. Now this one does have pop-up headlights, which seems to be what people talk about. I'm not sure why that is. I guess there's a lot of people in the that are coming out of the closet for pop-up headlights. Neither a fan nor not a fan. I just don't understand why that's such a big talking point. Alright. Now that I got that off my chest, tuning and upgrades. But first we'll look at the perks, folks. We'll look at the perks. 2000 car collection influence. We'll get that. Unlock it. Skill multiplier builds twice as fast. We'll get that. Gain a 5% permanent increase in event finish influence. We'll get that. Of course, the thing that I live by. 2 collisions to break a chain. I wish there was like a 6 collision angel, but I guess I'm too much of a collision person. 10% more for side swipe skills. That's a bit chintzy, but we'll get it. 30% more for air skills. Drift and e-drift skills, 30% more. passing skills 20% more, so that means that the speed skills will be 20% more. And is this thing worth unlocking? 10% for 5 points? Nah, pass on that. Okay, this is in the higher range of C class, which C class is can't do much in C class, folks. Can't do much in C class, so I don't know whether we're going to S class or leave it in A class. I don't know, but let's take a look at what's available here. First of all, we'll go down here. You know, Evil's an all-wheel drive person. Oh, it is all-wheel drive anyway. Look at that. Wow. Don't have to do nothing there. What kind of engines do we have a choice of? We have a 3-liter inline-6 twin turbo. There is a 2.6-liter inline-6 twin turbo. And there's the 1.6-liter inline 4-cylinder turbo rally. Of course, that's the lightest weight of those choices there. So they're all pretty tight as far as what they can do. You get the weight savings there. You get weight savings of the 2.6 versus the 3, but the 4-liter, of course, or the 4-cylinder is going to be lighter than the other. But I've done this turbo rally thing in way too many vehicles, so I think we're going to drop in the 2.6-liter twin turbo. Done. Moving on. Aero. What are our choices? Up in the nose. Oh man, why do we have so many choices here? First one. I guess it's a clean look. Next one. Neither here nor there. Well, that's damn ugly, isn't it? Where are we driving? Why do we need that there? I don't know. Man, that is ugly there, isn't it, folks? That's interesting looking. Of course, this is the one that's adjustable, so Evil will pick adjustability versus looks. In the back, what are our choices? We can have a spare tire up on the rear window. Not exactly what I would call a stunning look. That looks alright, but it is not adjustable. That's the adjustable one, or we can go with nothing at all. Which that's such a nice clean look, but I'm going to put this ugly thing on it so we can adjust. Rear bumper. We have some choices for the rear bumper. Why? I don't know. Let's look. Oh, it's only one choice. I don't know what those doohickeys are. And the exhaust pipe's a little different. I don't notice anything else there, folks. I don't know whether that's James Bond rockets or what they are there, so we'll pass on that. Side skirts, are they going to be mud flaps? What are they going to be? The dreaded mud flaps. We'll pass on that. And what's the hood deal? Well, the the hood that's on there is, I don't know. Holy God, we got 5 different hood choices here. Let's go through them. I like that, it's nice and clean. That's better than the one that's on there initially. Oh wow, we can go underwater. We got a snorkel for the air to get into the engine. Wow, look at that. I guess they're thinking that we are serious rally people. And what's the deal there? Hood pins. Is there anything else? And there's, I guess, the thing on the roof. We got some sort of hood scoop on the roof. The thing is between these 2 choices, folks. What do you think? A little minor scoop, or just go clean as can be? Clean as can be, or the little scoop? And hearing the cats say they like the little scoop in there, so we'll go with that. Alright, moving on. Go to the tires and rims. I vote for the radial / snow tire myself, so I carry the most weight here, so I will do that. No ifs, ands, or buts. We will widen the tires out a little bit. And of course, use the spacers to give it a little wider track. Don't look too bad on there, those rims, but let's see if there's weight savings to be had here. Weight savings to be had. Yes, there is weight savings. And we'll go all the way to the other end here, and let's put something a little different on there. We'll come in here a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Thinking that so the clumps of mud can get away from the brake calipers. How's that? Okay, moving on. Next on the issue is transmission. Now we already have I'm thinking to go ahead and put the race transmission in so we have full adjustability in the gears. And the rear differential, we'll get the adjustability there. Might as well go for the drive shaft while we're here. And what about the clutch? Go fully race clutch in there. Now for brakes and suspension. Unlock the brake tuning, put in the race springs and dampers. Oops, somebody just said I should go rally. Somebody just said I should go rally. Let's go ahead and do that instead then. Put the rallies in there. Go ahead and do that. Sway bars for the front and back are upgraded. And what kind of weight savings, folks? What kind of weight savings? What kind of weight savings? 400 pounds? Wow, 600 pounds. Well, 569. We'll do that. Now we're up to 784, so it looks like we're going into the S-Class, folks. No two ways about it. We're going into the S-Class. Here we go under the hood. Race intake, fuel system, ignition, exhaust, camshaft, valves. We're sneaking up there, folks. We're sneaking up there. Block, pistons. Do I really want to go with the crazy turbos? That's not that much more power. Yeah, we'll do that. But now I'm at 891. So by the time you do the intercooler and the oil cooler, might as well do the flywheel since we're here. And that's it. We're at an 894 S1 level vehicle. And we spent less than 100 grand, which is making the accountants happy. Buying installed parts. Our weight's down to 2697, so 2,700 pounds. We're just under 800 horsepower. We're up to 1.8 on the skid pad in theory. So let's go and buy it. And now for the tuning. If you notice, Evil doesn't have much variations in his latest generation tune. It's 21 pounds of air pressure in the front, 20 in the back. Gearing, it's 6-speed and we got them all on there. We're going to back off on the final drive so we're not up against the rev limiter. Should be alright there. They look nice and symmetrical. So we'll leave that like that. Alignment. Look at this alignment. Holy moly. It's almost near zero. Oh, we're going to give it a little bit more than that. We'll go up to -1 degree in the front. 0.9 degrees in the rear. Go down to 1/10 of a degree in the back. And we'll put the caster angle down to 6. Anti-roll. I like favoring the front a little stiffer. So we'll bump that up and take a little off the rear. Soften that up a little. Might need a little bit more than that, but we'll leave that there for now. Spring rate's pretty soft there, so I guess they expect me to do a lot of rally driving. I certainly don't need 8 inches of clearance, so we're going to back that down to 6. Damping alone, we'll leave the aero alone. The brakes will favor the front and lower the pressure so we don't, in theory, lock things up. And the current rear differential numbers for Evil are 50-25 and 50-25 in the front. 70-30 in the back. balance wise, we're going to the rear by 65%. And so that is the tune for the 92 Toyota Celica GT4RC ST185 in Evil's Garage. And the next thing we're going to be doing, since I am on my Xbox One controller right now, we're going to jump into the Mitsubishi Starion and do the upgrades and tuning on that. And then we'll take both cars, of course not at the same time folks, we'll take both cars out for see how they feel and stuff like that. So let's do that now. Of course, this will be my only Mitsubishi in my garage, since I don't have that. I don't have the Mitsubishi. Somehow I missed out on those cars that they got in the game. My lone Mitsubishi, the Starion. As far as it's also in the C-Class mid-range. It has 188 horsepower stock, just over 3,000 pounds in weight. And by that number there, the displacement, I guess that may be a 6-cylinder? Just guessing there, folks, just guessing there. It is rear-wheel drive, so we're going to be doing the evil thing and making it all-wheel drive, since I'm too old to be messing around with trying to work on my non-mashing the gas that I would have to do with rear-wheel drive. So let's go ahead and get in it. See what kind of perks it has, and also what kind of upgrades it has. And this is going to be the same deal as far as tuning wise. You're not going to be able to do much in the C-Class. So, but we'll give it a look just to see what is and is not locked. Transmission's locked, suspension locked, anti-roll locked, springs locked, damping locked, aero locked, brakes locked, and differential locked. Now the perks: 2000 car collection influence, skill multiplier builds twice as fast, 5% more for event finish influence, 2 collisions to break a chain, side swipe skills by 10%. Looks like the same thing from the Celica. Air skills, drift and e-drift skills, both by 30%. And I guess these are going to be 20% for passing and speed. And we'll leave the other one alone since they're only offering 10% there. We'll just laugh at them and say, no thanks. Alright. Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Go all the way down here. This time we are going all-wheel drive since it's rear-wheel drive now. Got that out of the way. Engines, engines, engines. Choice of 4 upgrades. We have the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, a 6.2-liter V8, the turbo rally, or a racing V8. Of course, you get the advantage in horsepower, but it is a lot of weight. is a lot of weight. It is a lot of weight. It is a lot of weight. It is a lot of weight. I'll tell you what, it's my only Mitsubishi in the garage at this point. I will say the hell with the weight and we'll go full monster racing V8 in the Starion. Now we can put a turbocharger on it or a supercharger. Which one are we going? Supercharger or the turbo? Twin turbo, twin turbo. Puff's saying twin turbo, he's saying twin turbo. You don't get the turbo lag with the supercharger, you don't get the turbo lag. No turbo lag there, folks. Puff's saying, alright, go ahead and go supercharger. Next on the list we go to the Aero. Here comes the ugly wing, folks. The ugly Forza wing. Ugh! God, that's ugly. It's adjustable, folks. That's why we're doing it. And tires and rims, tires and rims, tires and rims. We're already up to S1 837, so we'll widen the stance. Front and rear. Put the beefy looking rims on there. Again, I'm leaning towards the radial / snow tire. Going to widen the tires. Transmission. Race transmission in there. Rear differential, we'll unlock that. Drive shaft, we'll put that in there. I think I'll leave the race clutch off since I'm not gaining any shift time at all, so we'll leave that off there just to tell the accountants we saved some money. Alright, brakes, we upgrade those. We're already we are now in the S2. We are now in S2. Hopefully we won't go up to X. We're in S2 class now. S2 class. Again, we're going to go with the rally. Somebody told me it's lesser weight. I don't believe it, but I'll go ahead and do it. Sway bars front and rear, and weight savings, 530 pounds, of course we'll do that. Go under the hood now. Fuel system, ignition, block. Might as well upgrade that. Intercooler and the flywheel. Damn, Mitsubishi's so expensive. Look at that. We're at almost 120,000 credits. Man, not cheap, not cheap. Buy and install parts. Yes. We have 1,351 horsepower, weigh just under 2,700 pounds. Not so sure we're going to be competitive in S2 class, but we'll see what happens. go over to tuning. Put in the evil numbers. Yep. Looks like we're going to be up there in speed. 265.8. That's kind of scary for this car. Adjust the suspension a little bit. Put the evil numbers in there. Back off on the angle. The acceleration number isn't all that good, but the top speed is looking pretty stout. I'll leave the anti-roll alone, or it looks like it's got a nice spread there. The springs are kind of soft, and that ride height is ridiculous. Go all the way down. All the way down it can go on the ride height. I'm gonna go up a little bit on these springs. Go up to around 400 in the front anyway. Go up a little bit on the rear. Damping, that's soft too, but we'll leave that alone. We'll leave alone the arrow because we can adjust that depending on what we're doing. Brakes, favor the front, lower the pressure so we don't lock them up in theory, and the differential numbers should be ingrained in your head now. 50-25 in the front. Like, see, I always jump the gun and adjust the front when I'm only adjusting the rear and the front. 70-30 in the back. Evil, why are those numbers important to you? I don't know. Superstition, folks, superstition. And the center balance to the rear at 65% is good there. And that is the tune-up numbers for evil in this car. Pretty much every car almost. Alright, so we did that. So which car do you want to take for a ride first? Well, since we're in it, we are going to take the Mitsubishi out. That silver is just horrendous to me. It's just horrendous, folks. I gotta do something about that. I gotta do something about that. Gotta do something about that paint. Gotta do something about that paint. Let's go to here and we'll tint something up. Tint something up. Darken that some. So now we can go through the range of colors. Let's go all the way down here back into the reds. Back off a little bit into the purple. I don't hear any feedback. I don't hear feedback. What should I do? I think we just on the verge. Just on the verge, right there. Right there. That's where we're at. And since I did that, now I'll have to do the rims. I have to do the rims, and we might as well tint the windows while we're here. some reason I didn't see anything happen there. You see anything happen when I did that? Oh yeah, look at that. So we'll go to the other end of the spectrum there. Ooh, that green looks hot. That green looks hot. Look at that. Blue doesn't look bad. Lighten it up a little bit. How about that right there? How about that right there? Don't hear anybody saying no, so that's what we're going. Alright, and of course tint the windows. So we're done. How's the interior look, Evil? Definitely got plenty of power. Plenty of power. Evil, you almost wrapped it around the tree. I did, didn't I? I don't see how I didn't. Man, and that's, you're not getting that turbo lag I'm used to with turbos. This supercharger really, really kicks it up a notch. I think what we'll do is we'll head up to the other end of the freeway and put it on that drag strip that's there and sort of almost the other end. Still climbing as far as speed goes. Still climbing 260. We hit 260. That looks like that's where it's at. You sure are hitting a lot of stuff there, Evil. Can't help it, folks. Stuff's passing by me so fast. Thing should only go about 200 miles an hour, if that, maybe 180. And here's the drag strip I was referring to, the Juggernaut. I think this thing's going to have problems with the bend that's in this thing, but we'll see what happens. Going full power. evil. You're gonna have to really take it easier around this bend here, buddy. Want to keep it on the road. Keep it on the road. I'm having trouble keeping it on the road. Didn't want to make that turn, folks. It didn't want to make that turn. But this time we were able to finish. See how it does here at the Astmore Heritage Circuit. This is called a retro sports car, by the way. Oh! Why do they want to cut poor old evil off all the time? I don't understand that. I'm having struggles enough and they want to cut me off. I do have snow tires on there, but it's not helping much. We do have straight line speed, folks. We have straight line speed up the wazoo. Will we be able to pass any of these cars that's ahead of us? I don't know. I mean, I can pass them. Whether I can hold the road or not is the question. think if I was a little bit more comfortable with the car early on, we could have gone to the front, but it definitely took me a while to sort of get things squared away in my head. So we finished fourth. Made sort of a late charge at it. Had the better top speed. If I was gonna do it all over again, I would leave it as an S1 and not even bother putting the supercharger or turbocharger on it.
You have arrived at your destination.
This is as good a place as any to change vehicles. If you have any questions about the Starion, please go ahead and leave a comment. And Puff's here scratching me on the elbow saying, subscribers, subscribers. That's all I'm going to say, subscribers. The accountants are saying we need subscribers. Jump to manufacturer, Toyota, 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 Toyota. You want it delivered to you? Yes, definitely don't have to worry about wrapping myself around the tree in this thing. Go ahead and do the Broadway Village circuit. See how it does here. Oh, we flew in there a little bit too hard. You sure are hitting the walls an awful lot there, Evil. Yeah, it's not the car, it's me. I gotta do this, folks. There's 3 cars here that we can get photographs of, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and do. Oh! Of course, I did the wrong thing. Photo mode! Photo mode! Evil, what are you doing? We're taking photos, folks. Taking photos. What are you, crazy? You're in the middle of a race. I think I'll get credit for all 3 there. What? Just one? I'm getting robbed. What do you mean just one? What about these up here? could have sworn I saw 3 cars to take photographs of. Oh well. Got 2 of them. I was holding the car back on that, folks. The car was really behaving very well. Ah, that was quick. Ugh! What are these cars doing? We're up to 65%, almost 70% now. So it does seem to be pretty quick. Looked like it was relatively easy to win that one. Like the other. For lack of a better term, the evil test track up here weighs, it's right around, sort of blocked by everything. Fast travel up there. It is a custom event. I got 8 laps, 5 laps, 10 laps, and 3 laps. That's it. And it's in the summertime, folks. No snow for us. Summertime. We don't have the, well, we might have the summertime blues, but we won't have to deal with snow. But Evil, you got the snow tires on there. That's okay. In summer they turn the radials. I'm alright with that. if you've watched any of my videos, this is pretty much one of my favorite courses I got programmed in here. It's not quite as drastic as a rally cross, but it's got some certain rally cross characteristics. It's also got high-speed driving in it too. And it's going to be 3 laps. Whoa! What's going on with that car there? It's trying to make itself as wide as possible, I guess. It destroyed all my momentum. Well, too much wall there, but oh, we're going off-road, we're going off-road, make that gate, make that gate. Oh, we made the gate, but it cost us a lap. Wow, Evil, that sure is a wild ride. It was a little more wild than I wanted it to be. That's right, folks. I think we'll still be alright for the win. Oh, you know what happens when you get overconfident, Evil? Bad things happen. Bad things happen when you get overconfident. Well said, well said. True enough. T-Bone, the Shelby Daytona. Here we go, through the windmill. Oh, hopefully we won't hit it. There we go, folks, through the windmill. Oh, don't flip, don't flip. know that beast behind me's got some power to it, but hopefully our overall will be good enough. think I showed you an interior of this car yet. Of course, now the windshield and the side glass is all cracked up. That's an interior view. And our top end looks pretty good at around 230 for an S1 class car. And it looks like a Honda that we're trying to deal with there. Man, that Honda sure got some stuff going on there, doesn't it? Looks like we're about 6:25 as far as my first lap time. Hopefully this will be a little bit of cleaner of a lap so we can get that closer to 6 minutes. But with the Eagle, there's no guarantees, folks. Might have a senior moment and forget I'm even in a race. Got a little squirrely on me there. I'm not trying to make it look exciting, folks, but please give me a good landing. Please, please. Oh! No, they're resetting me. Can't stand this game. It should be up to the player to reset the car, folks, not the game. Lost my wing and everything. Well, the only thing we've learned, folks, is that this Celica doesn't land very good. It seems like it's got a lot of quickness to it, acceleration, all that. Handling's not bad either if you're not trying to push it too much, which I think I am. Looks like 230 is about the top that we got to work with here. 230. Might click to 231. No, 230. 230. Which is very respectable for an S1. There's S1s that'll go up to 240, but very happy with this car, very happy with it. Second lap is right about 6:10, which is about as good as I think we're going to do. If I was able to drive a real clean lap, we might get it closer to 6:05. What happened there, folks? That's a bummer. I had a good lap going. think I'm going to go a little slower over this jump so I have a better chance of a good landing. Got a little bit of too much momentum there, but that's alright. Giving the field a chance to catch up. I don't really see anything in the rear view. This car can win some races. Well, we got the time down to 6:07 and change, but I think we could have done better than that, folks. But that was a nice drive, nice drive. I was thinking that Dodge Dart had all the speed, but it was just like straight line speed. Try and put another video together with the trial and that other season event on it. But for now, this is Evil signing off. And as always, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in another video. Thanks again. Bye for now.